Well, hello guys. I am in the kitchen today making some foaming sugar scrub from scratch. We do not have a base. This sugar scrub do not take that long to make. This is the actual consistency of it right here, but we're going to use less sugar today. And if you want the recipe, it will be found in my Patreon, and I'll link that in the description box. And if you want to buy the product, it will be linked in the description box. Okay, so this is our sugar scrub with more sugar, but we're going to make it with less sugar. So phase one, we're going to put some SCI noodles. We're going to use distilled water, and we're going to use some cocoa B, which is cocoa butane. Okay, and we're going to put all of that in a bowl, and then we're going to take it and put it on the stove, and we're going to leave it on there until we get a mashed potato consistency where you will no longer see any more noodles. You can actually buy the powder as well. You can. This is phase two right here. So inside of phase two, I have shea butter, I have almond oil, and this is some cetyl alcohol that I'll be using, okay? This is some emulsifying wax, and it really feels good on the skin, okay? This whole combination together is nothing like the base, because when you use the base, it does kind of dry you out if you don't use oil, but this gives you a really nice, beautiful feeling in the shower. Okay, all right, so this is what you want your mix to look like when you take it off the stove. You shouldn't see any noodles in it, so you're going to add phase one and phase two together. Okay, and the only thing you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and mix it. You don't need like a hand mixer or anything like that. You could just take a spoon or a spatula and just kind of mix it together. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get your sugar. Now, you can determine how much sugar you actually want to add to the recipe, but I wouldn't go above 6 ounces of sugar. That's the most that I will put inside of it. Okay, now in this particular recipe, I used about maybe 4.8 ounces of sugar. And so I'm just going to stir all that sugar in, give it a nice little stir, get it evenly combined. And after that, I have to add my fragrance, and then I let the temperature come down before I add my preservative. Anything that you use distilled water in, you definitely need a preservative. Okay, all right, so I'm just mixing, guys, and this is very easy to make. I'm going to use my radioactive color, okay, because it's like a really bright green, and I think it's really beautiful in a scrub. And so I'm going to put that in there just a little bit. If you guys have a spoon, use a little spoon. That way you don't pour too much mica into your bowl. I didn't do it this time, but it did happen to me before, because it will come out pretty fast. Now, this is the texture right here. Of course, it has to cool down a little bit more so you can get that final texture, but the final texture is a little bit more fluffier and not as stiff as the first one that I used more sugar in. Okay, so there's my fragrance oil. I'm using a lemon poppy seed because it's kind of like a yellow, so I thought that was very fitting for the color, and I'm just mixing that in really good. And then I'm going to add my preservative, and that is it, guys. So if you actually want to start buying my products, I'm setting up my website now, where you'll find candles, you'll find sugar scrubs. That's my preservative right there, by the way. Just a whole lot of stuff. So I'm just updating things. I'm just starting, guys. I did not sell my products in about 2 years, so I'm starting all over from scratch. So this is the final consistency with this sugar. It has to cool down a little bit more, so we'll get a tiny bit more firm. And that is it. I really like it. It's really beautiful. It smells awesome. And I did not have to buy the Stevenson crap, okay? So I made my own, and you're going to make your own. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead, hit that thumb up, and make sure you just subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the next videos on the channel. So this is our texture right here. I really love this texture. I really, really love it, okay? All right, and what I love the most about it is the fragrance. The fragrance is awesome. So let's put this in a jar. I was going to leave, but I said let them see the texture. So I'm going to put this in the jar, and this is an 8-ounce jar. So you will fill up an 8-ounce jar, and then you'll fill up maybe like a 4-ounce jar. I didn't go crazy with the recipe. I just figured I wanted to make enough to give me a jar, and also, just like another sample size jar, so that I can use it in the shower, and then over time I can be able to determine whether or not I like it. All right, guys. See you later.